Belisle with Look at Me Now, the Joy Fit Club, and we're ready to meet our newest member.
She's 34-year-old Kim Belisle, and before we bring her out, let's take a look at her story.
Hi, I'm Kim, and growing up, I was always fat. I was the chubby baby, heavy kid, and eventually the fat chick. My father died when I was 12, and I turned to food for comfort. It was far easier to mindlessly eat than to deal with my emotions. Life was about the food all the time. There is great isolation and sadness in being heavy. People look at you differently, and it makes you feel like less of a person. Giving birth to my first son became my reason to get healthy. In December of 2004, we were out with friends, and my son started running around. I couldn't keep up with him. Our friends had to go after him to make sure he was safe, and I was horrified. On January 2nd, 2005, I logged on to Weight Watchers online for the first time and entered my weight at 355 pounds. I started with the Flex plan and learned how to eat in moderation while still enjoying everything. I lost weight right away. I set small goals so I didn't get overwhelmed, and I leaned on my husband and son when I hit rough patches. My whole outlook on food is different now. I've lost over 200 pounds and have even run a half marathon. I have become a new person and realized that my health and well-being need to be first and foremost in my life.
Good for her. Before we meet the new Kim, let's talk to the leader of the pack, today's contributing nutritionist, our own Joy Bauer.
Hi, Joy.
The woman that is going to walk through this store, Kim, does not even resemble the girl that you just saw in that tape piece. Wow.
That's amazing. Everyone has, obviously, she had emotional issues she talked about, her dad passing away, but what were her food issues?
I think one of the biggest issues that caused her weight troubles was the mindless munching, aside from her meals. So here's an example of what she did in the past. Okay. She did not eat breakfast, but she would polish off the leftover from her sons. It was a little bit of a pancake with syrup and a half of banana. For lunch, she'd eat her own lunch, but then she would have the few bites left from her son's peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Throughout the day, you know, kids' snacks. She'd have a couple of handfuls of goldfish. And there was always a big bag of chips, one handful after another. And then she would, after dinner, serve everybody else ice cream and go back again and again and again with the spoonful. Yeah. Well, this was just, again, from the mindless munching up and beyond her meals, more than 1,000 calories. Okay. Want to put this in perspective? Yeah. It's the equivalent of a fast food meal. A Big Mac, a large fries, and a sundae with hot fudge.
Really?
And
ketchup.
Just from the mindless munching. And again, she still had meals, a full lunch and a full dinner.
All right, we got to meet Kim. All right, so here's Kim's before picture. We want to take one last look at Kim. All right, Kim, come join the Joy Fit Club.
Kim!
Oh, my God. No.
Unbelievable. Okay. My goodness.
First of all, we think that you should go into voiceover work. You have the best voice ever. You look
She looks like she's
awesome.
20.
That's amazing.
Oh, no.
Did you realize all this kind of mindless munching was going on?
Never, because you just eat.
Yeah.
You think, you know, you're kind of the vacuum garbage disposal. You just, ooh, look at that, look at that.
And it feels wasteful to throw it out.
Throw it out.
Yeah. So
And it doesn't fill you up when it's not a meal.
Now, losing 200 pounds, it's such, I mean, taking that first step must have been tough. And you said it was your son, but what specifically? Because a lot of people give birth and they want to be healthy, but they don't actually take action.
I just couldn't keep up with him.
Yeah.
There was no way I was going to be a mom and not be able to be with my child.
Right. Did it come off quickly or did it come off slowly?
All over.
How long did it take you for all to come off?
Well, I'd starting in 2005, and then 2007 had a miscarriage. My husband had the heart attack. Yeah. Then I got pregnant in 2007, had a child in 2008. I was always ready to go.
So you were close.
Yeah. And you averaged about 100 pounds a year when you sort of look at it.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. It was Halloween that I had hit 100 pounds.
Wow.
Like, what a good day to go.
No candy for you.
I know. I was like at Halloween.
Now, is that half marathon thing really happening? What's going on?
But she did it.
She did it. You really did it?
Yeah.
I did it.
Who are you?
She's looking for a bigger goal
Doing
now.
another one in the fall. I did it.
Hey, give us some advice for people at home who are watching and want to try to do what you do.
Don't get caught up on the grand, small goals.
Baby steps.
Get there. Don't get overwhelmed.
Don't think of a marathon. Think of small steps.
And she always says, like, if you did it, anyone
can do it.
can do it.
My big butt did it.
Kim, thank you. Thank you so much, Kim.